G'day, I'm Evan and welcome to Gamey. Joining me on the show this week, it's Bec Petraitis.
Oh, do we clap again?
Oh, we're clapping.
Do we start clapping?
We've got to remember the clapping. Rhys Nicholson. And Andy Matthews.
The fourth always gets no claps. I like that
That's
we're consistent.
Right. No claps.
No claps and
Let's introduce spitting.
If we all spit like quickly and together, it'll sound like applause.
Yeah. Or an aneurysm.
That's what?
I'd imagine that's what would happen. Anyways. Am I off the show now? I think I'm off the show now.
And now, thanks to our friends at Logitech, we're giving away some awesome gaming stuff.
Do we get any of that, Evan?
No.
Okay. I'm gonna
Then
go.
why are you telling us? Let's move on.
It feels like something that could have been put in post.
I'm sorry you guys have to be there for this.
Ugh.
This is for the people at home. So the first thing is a Logitech G703 wireless gaming mouse.
Good.
That's pretty cool.
So you don't get wires.
No, you have
Sounds
to buy
like
the
a bit
wire
of a
yourself.
rip-off.
No cables included.
So no wires in here at all.
No. We've
It's
also
all
got
done with steam and hydraulics.
More like Logitech, am I right?
I don't know.
No?
I don't know.
I don't know.
No, I'm going to golf clap that. Yeah,
Thank you.
We've also got a Logitech G533 7.1 surround wireless gaming headset.
I think all headsets are surround, aren't they?
Well, yeah, because you're surrounded by the headset.
But this somehow does 7.1 surround. I'm not sure how it does.
Is there like things that kind of come up around here, like it's like a big mane of things?
It unfolds.
And are there wires?
No wires. There's probably wires inside the unit somewhere.
If I worked in the wire industry, I'd be worried.
Yeah.
So you should be. And we also have a wireless mechanical keyboard, the Logitech G613 wireless mechanical keyboard.
Is that one of the ones that makes a tippy clappy clippy noise?
Yeah, I think it makes
those are great.
it makes clicky sounds.
I
Yes.
have one at work, a clickety clack, and people, my office workers love it.
Yeah,
They love that they all have very quiet keyboards, and my one goes,
Yeah, I've
feel
got one in the
busier.
office.
yeah.
Yeah, I feel like you're getting things done.
And also, you wear comical horse hooves at work
Yeah.
as well, don't you? So it's,
I just
Real
want people to
clippy
know I'm there.
Yeah.
I'm working hard.
What a lot of people don't know is under this desk, Bec is a centaur.
So to enter to win this stuff, all you have to do is subscribe to the channel and comment below. And we'll just be picking people at random, and you could win one of these cool things.
One of these cool things Evan's had on the floor of his office.
They've been sitting on the floor because Logitech sent them to me a few weeks ago, and they've just been sitting there collecting dust. They're fine.
Don't say that. No,
What?
there's DNA of Evan maybe on here that you could.
skin cells.
Yeah, you could take for experiments.
Ah.
That's a horrible thought.
Can I enter
I'll-
this competition?
No.
Can I have some of your skin?
I promise I'll wipe them
Sorry,
down.
I jumped in with the skin cells. You could
Yeah.
have been referring to any kind of DNA, Bec, and I'm sorry.
Let's-
Maybe
let's-
you were
let-
going for a filthy cum joke, and I ruined it for you.
Hey, cum jokes don't have to be filthy, man.
No, that's
it's part of
true as
life.
well. Yes.
Let's list other DNAs. We've got spit. How automatically are you regretting having me on the show?
It's great to have you here, Rhys. But if you want a better chance to win things, we're doing an exclusive giveaway just for people who support us on Patreon. So Patreon is it's a website that lets you pledge a small amount of money each month in exchange for some really great rewards. And one of those rewards is that if you sign up this week, you'll have quite a good chance of winning something because
Cup was full of water.
What? He just poured water on himself.
I didn't think there was any water
I'm
in there.
sorry, people hadn't been looking at Rhys for 30 seconds
Yeah, I've got a
probably,
lot of
and
problems.
he panicked. Okay?
Evan's been working real hard on this Patreon.
I'm really sorry.
You're doing
I
your
didn't
little
mean to do
water,
it. I didn't mean to do it.
water tricks.
I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry.
But be quick because he might set fire to it.
So if you sign up to support us on Patreon, you can also be picked at random to win some other cool stuff. We've got a G903 wireless gaming mouse, which is like the best one.
Yes.
It's worth $250. And we also have, with that,
Oh my God.
a $200 mouse pad from Logitech. It's which charges your wireless mouse. So these two
Does it charge it
things-
wirelessly?
Yes. But no, but it has a wire. This one does have a wire attached to it.
Oh.
No, that's double. You get a wireless and wired. That's kind of cool.
That is
you
good.
get both.
It's a good
That's
combo.
both worlds.
But it means you don't have to change the batteries in your mouse or plug it in. So that's really cool.
This is one of those fabric wires too. That's a nice
So
wire.
someone who supports our Patreon is going to win this, and it's just going to be at random. And right now, there is nobody supporting us on Patreon, like 0 people. So if
You're gonna win.
the odds are pretty,
No, you're just gonna win. It's gonna be you.
there's no guarantees of winning anything.
Nah, you're gonna win.
But someone will win these things together, which is really cool. No one can see me now.
Yep.
So if you want to win this cool,
Oh shit.
this is a tower that's going to collapse.
Oh.
If you want to win some of this cool stuff, you can comment below if you just want to. You can just enter for note. You just comment. And if you want to have a chance of winning this stuff, you can go to our Patreon, which is patreon.com/gameygame, or you can go to gameygame.com/patreon.
Wow. So many options.
Yeah.
And they're just,
What about game Patreon game?
no?
All right.
But I
Well,
probably
this is going
should
to be
have.
very confusing.
Now I think you should get it now.
I
now,
should do that.
hey, if I click, can you make everything disappear?
Yes.
I can't click. I've just realised.
Great.
Good. And if I click, can you make it come back again?
This is a game in itself. It's called.
Create work for the editors.
Yeah.
Now, if I click, can I have the respect of my dad? It's been so long.
Hey. What do you think of this thing? Colibri have announced an augmented reality toothbrush. This is. It's a toothbrush. It's aimed at kids, and it lets you.
It's one of the few things you can aim at kids, okay, and it's all right. Other things you can't aim at kids. Okay.
A mug.
Mug.
We're starting low on the list.
Yes. Resentment. Your unrealistic expectations and
A tank.
a tank. Thank you. We jumped a few.
Yeah.
1, 2, skip a few, point a tank at your kid.
I think that was the full list though. You can point
that's
anything
the
else
full
at a
list.
kid.
By the way, this kid cannot brush his teeth. He's just rubbing it.
That's why he needs the app.
In many ways, brushing your teeth is just rubbing.
But he looks coked up. And he's just rubbing the last remnants of the bag on his gums.
Well, that was the previous system, okay? You just put a bit of cocaine on the brush. That's what parents have been doing
It was
for
a
hundreds of
different
years.
time.
It was a different time, you know?
If your kid was too you know how people, they'd rub whiskey
A little
on their
bit of
gums?
whiskey on the gums,
Bit
a
of
bit
coke
of
wakes
cocaine
them
on
right
the
up.
brush.
It makes them
Yeah.
get into toothbrushing then. They're like, whoa!
They're hell into toothbrush.
And if you're a parent who isn't focused on tooth retention, it's an exciting new time.
But the less teeth you have, the less dental
The
work
less
you
to
need to
brush.
do it. Yeah,
That's
so
right.
cheaper in the long
It's a
term.
short 1, 2, skip a few, kids' teeth all fall out from cocaine abuse. No more brushing.
So it's a toothbrush that sort of pairs with your phone, which has an app on it that tracks the motion of the toothbrush to make sure your kids are cleaning their teeth properly. And then you on your phone as the parent can track your kids to make sure they are brushing their teeth enough. And
Imagine being able to track your kids and tell if they're brushing their teeth. What an amazing thing for parents to be able to do.
For the distant dad who doesn't have time.
That's right. You can be, in the next room? I presume you're still in the house somewhere.
No,
You
you
just
think
can't
it's
be
the internet. You
bothered.
can be anywhere.
That is true. You could be anywhere in the world and make sure that your kid is brushing their teeth. That is good parenting.
And
with the old system, you would have been making your kids self-conscious if you were standing over them and watching them.
good! People should have some level of self-consciousness. You should be aware of your conscious.
Also, this idea that kids shouldn't be looked at. Don't look at them. Let them be in their
that's
own
scary.
space.
But also
to
don't
brush
look at
their
him too
teeth.
much.
No, okay, yeah, good point.
I think ultimately the point is of this. The great thing about it, and the reason it's aimed at kids, is it turns brushing your teeth into a game. That makes it fun. So the kids want to brush their teeth. In fact,
Does everything need to be fun?
it has a feature to stop your kids from over brushing because it
This-
can only be used 3 times a day.
This has been specifically designed to make me feel like an angry old man who doesn't understand the world.
And also, is it a big problem in the world where kids are over-brushing? Is that the issue? My kid, bloody, he's in there every day, all day. He's shrunken his teeth.
I think they're overestimating
Down to the
how
gums.
fun their game is.
Oh, I've looked at that footage. No offense, Toothbrush Company. That's a shitty game.
There's 15 games.
Mum, you see her smiling. She's sitting in the kid's room. She's in the kid's room, looking at her phone.
We don't even know if it's his mum.
That's true.
Oh, no.
You can monitor other kids' teeth.
Yeah, we actually find out this is just some lady that's wandered into a house and just going, do you want to use this toothbrush?
Yes.
Yes.
And putting on a backpack to go into the bathroom. If I saw a kid with a backpack walking into his own bathroom, I'd be weirded
He's
out.
going on a pirate adventure with his teddy bear.
Guys, when this wins Game of the Year next year, you guys are all going to be so embarrassed. Game of the Year to Toothbrush Company.
Can we have a game that encourages that mum to spend some actual time with her kids?
Yeah.
Somehow it's augmented reality. She can look at the kid through the phone and maybe the kid looks like a phone in the augmented reality, so she has a reason to have something to do with it. Imagine that. Imagine if your kid was a phone and then you'd look at them all the time. This is the solution to the problem of social isolation created by social media.
How are your kids, Andy?
So boring.
He doesn't know.
Yeah, so boring. They're in the car.
Is there an app that the kid can monitor her white wine intake? and you can only have 3 a day. I don't want to be, this is my first time on this show, and I realise the show has game in the title a lot of times, but I feel like I need to say not everything needs to be a fucking game. Sometimes you just need to brush your teeth. Like, it's just, I don't want to get all like in my day or this is a slippery slope because my people have issues with that word. But why do we need to just brush your fucking teeth?
Look.
The only reason I brush my teeth now is because it was built over years of fear.
That's true. But also, I would like a bit of augmented reality to show me how to properly do because I don't know how to clean my face or anything. Like, if there was an app I could have on the thing, it's all just
That's actually a layer of stuff that is uniform all over her face. Her face is her face is actually a foot further back than what it looks like.
About the size of a coconut. And she builds it up every day.
And it's tough, and I need instructions on how to do it. But it'd be cool if there was some way of using this same augmented reality stuff, but for other stuff other than I'm in a pirate thing. What if it showed you how to properly pluck your eyebrows? Because I don't fucking know how.
But this is the thing. There is no proper way. You do you. If you don't want any eyebrows, you'd look weird, but it's you.
But what if I can do it and then also get some more moons on Mario Odyssey? What if it joined in together and I had some sort of incentive?
I do think it will just lead to and I'm not going to take it to the crass places, but augmented reality for anything. It's just a strange entry point that it's just going to be
you said you weren't going to take it to the places and then you used the word strange entry point. Okay, Rhys.
Which is what they used to call me in high school. Old strange entry point nickname. It didn't have much of a flow as a nickname, but
you could get it past the censors.
Strange.
I'm really sorry to what I've done to this show. I enjoy this show, and I feel like if I wouldn't watch this episode.
That's all right. Watch the show. This toothbrush will apparently be launching later this year. It's $30.
I think this is a really good idea, and I think everyone should buy one.
Oh, look who's an influencer now.
That's right.
What's happened?
Were you pulled aside and beaten in an edit? By the big toothbrush companies. Listen, we're really moving forward, and you need to stick with it.
I come back. I'm bleeding from everywhere, but my teeth look amazing.
Moving on. Nintendo has announced a cool new experiment for the Switch called Labo that lets you put the console and Joy-Cons into cardboard objects and then turn them into interactive game controllers. This looks like a really cool idea.
I think it's really, really cool.
Yeah.
But was there backlash? Was there backlash? Were people complaining, or were people just complaining that people were
I
complaining?
think everyone complains about everything.
Everyone's always
sorry.
complaining.
People were complaining because there was, they knew there was going to be a big announcement, and everyone was sitting there with their little Nintendo fingers going, it's going to be Animal Crossing, it's going to be Super Smash Brothers. And then it was like, cardboard. And they're like, that did not expect. Okay, that's
See that
price.
coming.
Yeah.
And that's kind of cool.
Yeah, right. So people hate surprises where there's something that they didn't know was going to happen.
Yeah, they want the same shit
That's
Yeah.
right.
over and over until death.
Yeah, that's what we need. Another Super Smash Brothers.
Sorry, Rhys.
Man, this is the best.
It's a really fun
Yeah.
idea, right?
Yeah.
It's a really creative approach to doing things.
I would
Here are
say
some of the things.
the fishing rod one looks dumb.
Yes, it does.
You think so?
Yeah,
agree.
but all the other ones are.
You mean like it doesn't look like much fun?
Yeah, it doesn't look like much fun. It looks like it's too fiddly. It looks like that rod's gonna get bent, and then it's
that's
gonna
not
be
gonna
annoying.
last, is it?
I like the idea of also, you could do so many cool promotional things.
That
Nintendo.
backpack is incredible.
So this is a
Yeah.
robot outfit that you can get.
Yeah.
It's a more expensive kit, but it lets you dress up as a cardboard robot.
It's really
and,
good.
and actually interact with the game that way.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. Go smashing through a city. or
Evan,
something.
we
Yeah.
got some early access from Nintendo Labo.
Ah.
There we go. Look, it's amazing.
Oh, put it. And this is
Yeah.
the one
I think
it's like you're a shark.
This is the Nintendo sandwich.
I think some
My
people.
belly.
I think some people were put off by the price. It's $100.
It's time for Gamey Games lazy takedowns. Yeah, okay. I know. I mean, that is
You
a
eat
bit.
it now, you're out. Just $100.
$100.
Yeah, for
I
the
will take you to
variety.
the craft shop down the street.
But that's good. That's good. If you can do that, I think that's awesome. I'm really I love the idea that people will make their own.
It's pirating. We
Versions
buy
of
one
this.
and I'll burn you all one. And then at the end we can
Doesn't
literally
work
burn them.
with cardboard. Yes.
You can decorate them as well. Like you can color them in a color. Like that seems like a fun thing as well. Put
Yeah.
stickers on them.
Put stickers on them.
Well, for $15 you can buy the accessory pack, which includes colored tape, stickers, and stencils.
You can also go to the even the shitty craft aisle of Coles. You know that whole thing of like, oh, we got our kid this thing, but he liked the box more.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you think it comes in a box?
Oh, that'd be
Exactly.
interesting.
Or does it come in a steel box?
I think
It comes in a carbon fiber enclosure. It comes hovering in an
You need-
electric field.
You need to weld it open, get with a blowtorch and open it up.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you, Andy. Is this...
Oh, yes, Bec, I'm
this-
here to take your questions.
I feel left out.
Thank you. All right, Rhys, you can also chime in
Nah, I don't care.
with science knowledge. Do you have any science knowledge?
No.
Okay. Andy, is this better for the environment to be using something cardboard to do some... Oh, but it's still got an electric thing in it.
surely it's much easier to, it has less impact producing this.
I think this has got to be much better for the environment than making something out of plastic.
Also, even just I'm presuming they're not shipping it in carbon fiber or steel boxes.
Sure.
I think they ship.
Inside a panda bear.
The only panda bear that would mate.
Yes.
I found one and I'm like,
the
"Right,
one rated
God.
panda bear.
we're filling you with cardboard.
But that's the limited edition version.
Yeah.
It's there's not that many of them anyway.
Elon Musk has one of
Yeah,
those.
yeah.
I believe they ship flat, and then you have to make it yourself.
Yeah.
A bit like IKEA flat pack.
Yeah.
So even just transporting it, it's a lot easier on the environment because
Lighter.
you're not having to
Smaller.
take them in.
Yeah.
You just know the postman's going to give it to you bent.
Oh yeah,
Like,
do not
it's just,
bend.
you're going to get it and it's going to be all bits.
It reminds me a lot of Google Cardboard as well, which is something similar that it felt like cool technology when really all it was cardboard.
Thick paper.
Thick paper that you bend around your phone.
Let's stop lying to ourselves. It's just thick paper, isn't it? Cardboard.
And you know those the VR headsets?
Yeah.
Is that what that is?
That's that's it. You put your phone in and
I've always thought they look so much stupider, because it almost, I don't know, it makes that person look poor, and it's it looks
like you can't afford.
Stupid Rhys.
yes,
Oh,
and I am one.
oh, okay.
I'm a poor person.
You do look like
I'm
you
doing
can't
fine.
afford an Oculus Rift. Or
Yeah,
an HTC
exactly,
Vive if
exactly.
You've got a Google
Beautiful name
Cardboard.
for a girl, though. But
Google Cardboard?
No, Oculus Rift. This is my daughter, Oculus Rift.
Evan, this is my daughter Google Cardboard. Why did you think that?
That's
I was
true.
confused.
If your daughter was called Oculus Rift and your daughter was called Google Cardboard, I would think you were poorer.
I think
Exit
what my problem
virtual
here
reality.
is the same with the Google Cardboard is it's like people thinking they're better than other people by getting a cardboard thing.
I don't know if they necessarily.
No,
think
that's how
they're
I'm taking
better
it.
Look at that. Come over there with his cardboard.
Bloody
Thinks he's so
bloody
good.
cardboard cunt.
Thinks he's better than me. You're really struggling for things to resent, aren't you?
Always.
Just
I wake up every day and go, what will it be today?
what today shall I rail against?
Today, the rail.
Yes.
There's nothing in this cup.
Not anymore. You fought it all over yourself. No. Genital Jousting is a party game about flaccid penises and wiggly anuses that has actually just been released in Australia. It's been out in the US for a while, like a year, but it's only just been released in Australia.
Do you want to do any kind of content warning? Okay.
I feel like it's going to be in the title.
It's reasonably.
It's a family game. It's a fun game.
It's reasonably
You can
confronting.
all play
It's literally how
together.
families start.
Yes.
In a way, it's a family game.
It's a family game. You can
this is
skip
just
the birds and the
dicks.
bees chat. Get them to play genital jousting.
What are you kids doing in there? Genital jousting? All right, well, make sure you shut the blinds.
So I think the developers were initially a bit concerned that this would be banned in Australia.
I wonder why.
Like Grand Theft Auto and those
Yeah.
sorts of games that have been banned in Australia.
If there's a mod for GTA where I can play as one of the
As a
dicks from
penis?
this, I mean, that's... I've got to go.
Just flying around in a helicopter, the jetpack and the machine gun.
Or just holding a big dick. I mean, in a way, isn't that what all guns are?
Yeah.
So in this game, it's a party game. You can play it with friends or you can play it online with up to 8 players. It also has a story mode where you play as a character, John.
But John is just a penis, right?
Yes,
John is not
that's right.
a man. It's
Well,
just well,
Is a male
He's the most
character.
manly man I've ever seen.
He's all man.
well, that's interesting. That's a political statement.
But some of the penises are women.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
They're lady
that's good.
penises.
Yes!
There's
That
one
One
with
has
a
a
dress.
dress on.
Well,
That's how
but
you
what
can
does that
tell.
tell you? What does that tell you these days? There's a penis in a dress. Really? Oh man, I feel like this is a
This is a problematic conversation.
but it is, and like I read about this,
Yes.
and then I drove here on the way here,
Yes.
and I thought it took me about 5 minutes to get here, and I thought more about the politics of penises in that 5 minutes than I probably have in my entire life.
Yeah.
And that is interesting.
It's about time we thought more about penises.
I've been
right?
saying this for literally years.
Yeah.
The creators of the game have actually talked about this quite a lot.
Yeah.
It's good that they're thinking about it. It's actually quite progressive. They're promoting consent and healthy relationships through this.
Okay.
Well, that's the thing. I think their intent is to do that. But then also, if you look at the game, you're like, I don't know, though.
One of the games, this is what I took it, we were playing it before the show. One of the games was, get that dick in that ass. That's what the game felt like to me.
Yeah.
Quick,
that's-
it's trying to run
and
away.
also-
Get the dick in the ass.
promoting a conversation which is the dick in the ass? Yes, it is. See, that's a conversation.
Yeah.
But also,
we're talking.
do you know what other conversation?
No
most?
questions, though.
So I was playing with Rhys and with my brother. And that felt, and we won against him because of,
Who'd have thought?
and that feels weird too. I feel like there's a lot of layers of strange on top of this.
There are.
Like playing with your friends.
What I will say is that it's strangely hypnotic. Like the way in which the penises move.
It's quite
is
satisfying,
very,
isn't it?
It's satisfying.
And also, the
Again.
sound effects are fantastic as
Oh,
well.
yeah.
Fantastic is a great adjective you
Thank
use
you, Margaret
there.
Pomerantz.
But look at the way that penis moves through space.
fabulous.
It's like a bit like a lava lamp.
Yeah, right.
You know?
Yeah.
The colours are nice.
Yes. But with cum. And they've done this strange thing as well. That one I'm very uncomfortable with.
The wiener, the dogs.
As someone who grew up with a sausage dog, I don't feel good about a bunch of wiener dogs fighting over butt plugs with a bunch of dicks.
Also, when I read that I didn't see the pictures, I read that the game consisted of detached penises with balls and an anus. And I could not work out how they would make that work, right? Because it feels like those things, like you can't, how's that self-contained?
Yeah.
But they've really made it work.
Yeah.
They've really made it work.
It's ingenious, really.
You will believe that a penis can have an asshole.
Yeah.
When you watch this game. It's also like, and I may be wrong here, but it's remarkably non-sexual.
Yes, absolutely. Except for when the dick goes in the asshole.
Oh, sure. Yeah. But how often does that happen?
It becomes very sexual at that point.
Yeah. Okie doke.
And the storyline seems to focus around you're a tester of dildos. But otherwise,
Yes.
I've just noticed the girl ones have pearl necklaces. You knew with what you want?
Some nice subtle jokes in the game.
they seem to be a sort of joke that Rhys pointed out in the story mode, that there was only cheese in the fridge at your Dick's house, and it was dick cheese.
Is that subtle? Dick cheese? Dick cheese is
It
now
didn't
subtle.
say. It
Well, I
didn't
didn't
say
get it. That
dick
went over my head.
cheese. Like it just was some cheese that you could eat.
You
If
can
you
gobble
wanted
it
to.
up in your asshole.
It was subtle. In the,
I've known you for a while, Evan. I wouldn't say like we're best friends or something. But you know what? I just never thought, even if we knew each other for 20, 30 years, would you ever say, gobbled it up in its asshole? It was just something I never expected you to say.
And
Gobbled
here we
it
are.
up.
That's the first time I've said it.
I hope so.
Does this game set unrealistic standards for the prehensile nature of men's penises?
If I knew what prehensile was, I could join this conversation.
Well, the fact that they're articulated, they're like an
Yeah.
elephant's trunk or something.
Yeah.
And
Wait.
I don't. That's not
is
not
that,
realistic.
Oh, is that not
And I
how
think
dicks work? I
that is
played this
not how
game and I
dicks
thought that was how they work now.
That is
dear.
not how dicks work. Dicks really have sort of two moves, I think, that they can do.
Oh, no, there's 4.
Sorry, I stand corrected. Erected. I stand erected.
Sit down.
Oh,
What do you mean 2? What are you saying? Anyway, it's a show about games.
I mean, really? Yeah. I don't.
It's up and down, really, I guess, isn't
It's
it?
up and down. Up and down were the two I was thinking of. Yes.
but it
There's
is.
the helicopter.
Yeah, round and round. Okay. Yes. Up and down and round and round.
Was I only booked on this episode because of this game?
It's an interesting question.
No.
Evan?
No, you were booked before this game came up in the news.
Game.
Yeah.
It's
We finally got a cum joke in. Into the
Finally.
penis one.
Finally.
And amazing that's how it happens when we talk about something coming up in the news.
Now, how can we get cardboard involved?
Yes. Well, it's difficult, isn't it? Because cardboard traditionally doesn't deal well with moisture.
Yes.
True.
But is that part of the challenge then, that you have to do something before the cardboard all just disappears? into
Interesting.
the-
You start out
Yeah.
with an erect cardboard penis,
Yes.
okay? And
All right.
the wetter it gets, the softer it becomes. It's like an opposite world.
Look, it's $7 on Steam if you want to check it out.
No, yeah, I'm sorry.
It's so it's got some fun online modes and it's got a proper story mode.
Spoiler alert for the penis game.
Yes.
Sort of builds up to be about toxic masculinity, which I thought was kind of nice for a game about dicks. That does seem to be sort of fueled by it in a weird way, but like not. This is a game. It's so complex. And yet it's
a complex issue.
And it's dicks.
I've got
Please cut straight from you introducing the game to this point in Bec's monologue.
And just me
It's
looking
so
flustered.
complex.
It's so complex. But there's so many you are just
Yeah.
dicks, but also they've tried to put more in there. About
In a way,
stuff.
it's like life.
In what way, Andy?
In the way, thank you for asking, Rhys. In the way that we are all, in a sense, vehicles for our own reproduction, okay, which is a necessity of the truth of life. The central truth of life is that life begets life, right? And in that sense, we are all just players in this game in which we are forced to continue our own form
Not
through
all of us, but
reproduction.
whatever.
Fuck.
I thought you just meant that life fucks you in the ass.
That's it. That's what I was trying to say.
Can we cut from you introducing the Nintendo thing to him just
that'll
going, life is about continuing life.
But within that we find meaning, you see.
And that is why the cardboard is $100.
That is correct.
Look, that's all for this week. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel and you can comment below if you want to enter this great Logitech giveaway that we're doing. We're going to announce the winners next week.
Should you click again?
Click. Oh yeah, click.
And
these are all the great things you can win just by commenting below on the YouTube video. And over on our Patreon, you can sign up and you might win these great things as well.
Oh, the show's been improved by the Patreon already.
I'm going to put these away. That's all. That's all for the show. That's it.
You'll never
That's it.
see me here again. Sorry about that.
Please thank Bec and Rhys and Andy. They're all great. Go catch Rhys at the bloody comedy festival. You can catch Andy at the comedy
I'll be
festival.
at the comedy festival. What's your show going to be called, Rhys?
My show, actually quite fitting. It's called Seminal.
Yes.
And it'll just be me playing this game.
And Andy, you're doing a show with Alistair Tremblay-Birchall.
It's called the Andy Matthews and Alistair Tremblay-Birchall Sci-Fi Sketch Experience.
And what's going to happen in that show?
No idea.
Okay.
I'll be at the comedy festival.
You'll be at the comedy festival.
I'll just be wandering around saying things.
Yeah,
But
I'll
you
be
can
doing that
see
as well.
me if you also happen to be in the same place.
We'll all be around.
Bec Petraitis is wandering around seeing things at the Melbourne Comedy Festival.
How'd you get that?
Laziness? Yeah, didn't do anything.
Hey, thanks for watching the show. We'll see you next week. Bye.